Bro, I went to Australia for a month. I didn't touch a single bill. Like, I didn't even handle one.
Did you just call me bro for the first time? Does that mean we're recording? Because you've been like a normal person this whole time, and then all of a sudden you call me bro.
I'm loosening up. We're not recording yet. I'm getting to know you. He brought up Burning Man and drugs, and I'm like, all right, maybe I can let my guard down.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to You Be Trippin. It's a travel podcast. I go to a new place every week with a guest. It's the only podcast that is endorsed by the communist regime of China. My guest today is an actress and sometimes comedian.
Nah.
Yeah. All right.
Sometimes director.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
why
way
not?
cooler.
It's fun. They're both cool.
Yeah. Direction.
It's not as street as being a comedian. Like, if you tell people you're a comedian, there's so much cred that comes with it.
It's cooler now than it used to be.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be that cool.
Like when Jerry Seinfeld was doing it?
No, when I got to LA and I was like, they were like, so like getting an apartment, like, what do you do for a living? I'm a comedian. They're like, no.
I still think landlords don't think it's cool. Right. But like in terms of other people who make things, I'm like, oh, you write your own things and then you put them out there and then maybe you get to travel because of it. I give you 10 street creds for that one.
All right, I'll take that. No, that is true. Did you see what Gaffigan said at the Golden Globes or whatever?
What did he say?
Because they finally started doing like a stand-up award.
Oh. And
he goes, finally the people with talent. Here's this category. And you see like Taylor Swift like, yeah, we write and perform our own stuff and like bring up our own stools and stuff. So yeah, we're doing it all.
I mean, Taylor Swift is writing and performing her own stuff.
Yeah, she does.
I bet she's never moved a stool. So you're right. You get points for that.
Milana Vayntrub?
It doesn't matter. You've already ruined it.
Milana?
Oh my God, no.
Melania?
It's getting worse. It's Milana Vayntrub.
Vayntrub.
And it's Ari Shaffir.
That's about right.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Right over here, this star.
In Tashkent?
Tashkent, Uzbekistan.
Is that the capital?
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
You were born there?
I was born there. I left when I was really young, but I've been back.
Your
since.
decision, I assume?
Yeah, just like a nice wave of...
Do you know what this lake is?
No, I didn't get to travel around it much, but I would really like to.
Yeah.
I hear it's like not so welcoming these days, but I would really like to go back.
What are the stands that are safe and what's the not ones?
I think Uzbekistan is safe.
Okay. Tajik?
I mean, Tajikistan is safe. Kyrgyzstan is probably safe. Kazakhstan. I mean, there's corruption everywhere. Like Russia isn't safe. Like Russia is corrupt. They're all corrupt.
No, but I mean, like,
but so is America. They're just more open about it. Like cops are bribed here too. It's just different.
Yeah.
There you can like do it when they pull you over.
Just like, let's just take
I
care
was
of
once
this.
in Russia. This is not the story I'm going to tell, but I was once in Russia and I was like kind of dating a guy who lived there and he gets pulled over and they just like stand on the corner there with a stick and like wave you down if they want to pull you over. They don't like have cars. They just wave you down to see if you've been drinking and driving. It's kind of like a random thing. But the randomization is like, do you have a nice car? Because then you're more likely to pay me off. Yeah.
Wow.
And so they started doing this breathalyzer test on the guy I was dating. And he's like, how about this? I could give you $100 now and you could let me go. Or I could do the breathalyzer. And if I don't have any alcohol in my system, you don't get any money. And I promise you, I have no alcohol in my system. So we can like take the time to do this or you can just take this money and let me go.
What?
Isn't that baller?
Wow.
Isn't that cool? That's kind of the only reason I was attracted to him.
I mean, that is cool. I'm a bit attracted to him. That's so cool. And it's like, how do you want to play it?
Yeah. Up to
what
you,
a
big
fun,
guy.
like, what a fun game every moment. It's like you can walk away with nothing.
I know. That's like, you could walk away with nothing and waste both of our time, or you could just take this $100 and then shake down the next person.
Yeah, get as many, whatever, how much a ruble goes for this year. Damn, that is so cool. I love a good shakedown. My doctor told me that he was like, would always get like pulled over, white tax in like Merida in the Yucatan. And he's like, oh, your headlight's out. And he's like, it's not. He's like, well, I need $5, whatever. And then at some point he just was like, it's just like a toll. It's every time I go here, it's the same cop. It's the same as paying a toll. So
Yeah,
what's the
it's a
difference,
toll.
really?
Right.
Damn, that's cool. How long did you date a guy in Russia for?
Like 3 months.
Where'd you meet him?
I met him in Moscow.
Pussy Riot protest?
Yeah, I wish I was there. My dad lives in Moscow.
Okay.
And so I was there visiting my dad for New Year's, and New Year's is a really big deal in Moscow. So there was like going to be a big New Year's party, and I met him like a week before that. And then like New Year's was like our romantic moment.
Oh, nice.
And then we dated for a little after that.
Damn. That's cool.
Yeah, and he like came back to LA, and that's when I was like, "Oh, no, this doesn't work in America."
Travel love is so weird.
Travel
You're like,
love
you don't
is
do anything.
weird.
You're like, that was what was attracted to you about me.
Yeah, but also like you can't. Your like cool guy Russian swagger does not translate here. It's
Yeah.
actually quite embarrassing. Like when you go and like tip the band to play a certain song that like works in your like oligarch culture,
Yeah.
doesn't work here.
Like,
It's
your
gross.
your man's abrasive.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Also, like in LA, like you're just Armenian.
Yeah.
Here, like it's nobody enjoys your culture here.
I wish that Russian and Armenian culture and Uzbek culture and all that was more appreciated, but it is like it's kind of the culture that's still okay to make fun of. Like
Yeah.
we can't even make fun of the Irish, honestly, and they're like, white people.
Yeah.
But like Russians are very okay to make fun of somehow.
Yeah. Polacks used to be the joke.
Yeah.
Polacks and blondes. It's like whichever way you want to go with it. It just means stupid person. I went to Romania.
You did? Why?
Yeah. Toured, but also my dad was from there.
Oh, and did you like get to meet any family or?
No, they're all pretty wiped out. But
How'd that happen? Tell me the history of the world.
Just my people aren't the best at fighting. We're good at squirreling away stuff, but not ourselves. So, yeah, but it was so cool, but also very crooked,
Yeah.
very shakedowny and stuff.
But don't you think that's kind of like what makes us resourceful? Like even in this studio,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is resourceful. You're operating 3 cameras, 4 lights, 2 mics, and a monitor all on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's some Romanian.
That is Romanian shit.
Like what's the epigenetic? That's some Romanian
Whoa, good word.
epigenetics right there.
Yeah, this is the podcast version of the guy that plays the accordion and does his thing where the drum smacks and and
and you
he's got a
like
harmonica.
some bells on your foot. Yeah, that's you.
What I'm running here. All right, where do you want to tell me about? Where is this?
Well, I don't want to tell you the story,
Okay,
but this
fair.
is a story you're kind of shaking me down to tell.
Yeah. If it gets serious, just so you know ahead of time, though, I'm going to make jokes about it.
I encourage you to please make fun of me because
Okay.
I want to make fun of me.
Okay.
So in like 2015, how long of a story do you want this to be? I'll just
We'll just
make
talk
it as long
about
as possible.
it. Yeah.
So
wanna
like
hear about
in
it.
2015, something like that, I went camping with a bunch of my friends, and
Okay.
there was like just a coincidence of like a few of the girls had lost their dad. Like a few of my friends had like lost their dads recently, and I was like, ooh, I guess that could happen to me at any moment. That could happen to any of us at any moment. I really want to get some quality time in with my dad who lives in Moscow.
Okay, fair.
So I don't want to go to Moscow. Have you been there?
No.
No, I don't enjoy it. It's very expensive. It's
Really?
unsafe. It's there's like one good restaurant to eat at, and it's my dad's restaurant. And that's not true. There are many good restaurants to eat at. My favorite is my dad's restaurant. I would
Yeah.
eat there every day. And then
It's expensive? Russia's expensive?
yeah, Moscow is really expensive. Moscow and London, I think, are some of the most expensive cities in the
What?
world.
And that's not all of Russia. That's just there?
I think it's mostly Moscow. I mean, there's a
Damn.
huge class disparity in Moscow. So there's also a lot of poverty, but they're not like in downtown Moscow,
Right. Oh,
or
my
like in the
gosh.
center,
Oh, damn.
as they call it. So anyway, so I was like, let's hang out. You don't have to come all the way here. Let's meet in Greece.
Okay.
I'd never been. I really wanted to go. I was also at the time dating a guy who, like loosely dating a
Yeah.
guy who
Sorry, you
I
get
was
down.
I was real loose before I got married. So I was dating a guy who his family had a house in on the island,
Okay.
which is gorgeous and tiny, tiny, tiny. Are you gonna pull it up?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's so beautiful. There's like everyone parks their cars, if you even have a car, and then you just get by walking or donkey. Like, I don't even want to publicize it because I don't want anyone to go there.
It's over. I won't. I'll just delete it.
Oh, no, it's okay.
No, I do it all the time.
Oh, okay.
It infuriates people that are listening.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't like to ruin places or
Yeah.
have any part in it.
Yeah, this is a really, really special little place
All right,
where
it's
this
bleeped
guy's
out.
family had.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and so I was like, okay, great. I'll go like to this beautiful, special little island, and then I'll go meet my dad on another island. And so then he got his like Russian real estate agent
pretty,
to.
though.
It is so pretty. Yeah. But all the Greek islands are. Like, you
yeah.
can't mess up on a Greek island. In fact, my only advice for Greek islands is go to the one that's least populated. Like, don't go to Mykonos or Santorini. And so anyway,
It's good advice.
What's that?
It's good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Stav was telling me I was going, and he was like, this comic Stavros. He goes there constantly, and I'm like, where should I go? And at first, he's like, I guess Mykonos. I'm like, I'm not really into tourist stuff. He goes, oh yeah, stay away.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I was like, where are your people from? He's like, my grandmother's from this like nothing island. Nothing's there. I'm like, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Where's that one? Hi everybody, I'm breaking into today's episode in a beautiful location to let you know about our guest. A beautiful person. She's actually a much nicer person than I am. This is an interesting episode about travel for philanthropy. It's I don't think anyone else has done it. I've tried to get Rainn Wilson on. He actually just fully said like he'll do it. He does some like philanthropy work in Haiti. And I was like, oh, you got to do my podcast. He goes, yeah, I'd love to anytime. And then sometimes, guys, when I talk to celebrities, I'm like a little bit too scared to follow up on shit. Other people are better at it. Other people are definitely better at it. Anyway, I'm terrible. So Rainn Wilson, if you listen to this, I didn't ignore you. I just feel self-conscious. But Milana went to Greece just to help people. It's a crazy thing. I mean, she didn't go there for that, but she like heard the calling and went. And she's just like fully, as long as I've known about her, she's always been about like helping the impoverished, ending wars, shit like that. Stuff I don't care about. We also, well, let me tell you where to find her online if you want to. Her website, where you can find tons of places if you want to donate your time or money. Onlyphilanthropy.com. It's onlyphilanthropy.com. If you can't spell philanthropy, then you're one of the people who she's probably going to help. It's illiteracy. I don't know if that's one of her things she's tackling, but she should. Milana, you know, there's a lot of people who can't read, and why are you ignoring them? Just because they can't read and spell philanthropy doesn't mean they don't deserve your help and respect. Follow her on Instagram at MINTMILANA, Mint Milana. That's it, everybody. Let's get back to the episode. If you want to do some philanthropy yourself for a wandering Jew, get a t-shirt. A You Be Trippin t-shirt, available right now at the bottom of the screen, or Spotify, wherever you're watching or listening, or go to arishafir.com. You can get a t-shirt. You can get You Be Trippin stickers that I've been sticking up all over wherever I am. I'm in Athens, Greece right now at this beautiful lake. Outside Athens. To do this episode about Greece. What a different episode than Stav trying to get fucking laid. That's the fun thing about this podcast. Different fucking styles for the same countries. Helping refugees, helping yourself get fat. What's better? the first one. Okay, that's it. We got psychedelic playing cards, tons of other stuff at arishafir.com, available right now. That's it. Let's get back to the episode. Please subscribe or watch wherever you're listening. And tag, if you've been anywhere, tag You Be Trippin Pod on Instagram. Give them a follow. I got two devout dykes trying to, like, you know, taking a break from licking box to tally up your votes for the nominees for Trippy Awards. I'll cover those at the end of the episode too, but I put them in last week's episode. All right, that's it. Let's get back to the episode. Milana, follow her, Mint Milana on Instagram. And that's it, everybody. Enjoy Greece.
Yeah, because the water is beautiful on all of them. The food is amazing at like the tiniest little restaurant.
God damn,
the
it is.
coffee is incredible everywhere you go.
Yeah. What's Greek coffee? That's a specific thing, right?
Well, I would have these like, God, I think they were called frappes, but maybe I'm messing it up. But it was like a frothed instant coffee that just made me so happy because it was like a creamy yum yum.
Yeah.
Sugary yum yum.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think maybe it was called frappe.
Greek frappes or cafe.
Yeah, it's just like a foamy, milky, sweet thing.
Okay. Oh damn, that does look good.
It's so good. So I meet up with my dad, his very Russian.
Why'd you choose this island?
This tiny island because the guy I was dating, his family had a house there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was just what's that?
Worth it. Relationship.
Yeah, and also short relationship, wonderful little short relationship.
Yeah, if you can get a free Airbnb out of a relationship, that's a win. that's good memories. No fights as long as you didn't like
in my
stalk you.
early 20s, I definitely was like parking around my place is really hard. I'm gonna go stay at a guy's house.
I had a backyard in New York for a bit, and it was all you could see. Like if a woman came over, she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try to make this work with you. This is some nice outdoor space."
Yeah. Oh my God, there was a guy that I like dated just because he had like great beverages in his fridge. I'm like, oh, every time I come over here, I get a treat. My standards were so low. It's not low standards. It's actually quality of life standards. It's like these are my priorities.
So great. Everyone in their 20s is just like, we're all sort of failing. So if you have any sort of nice thing, we're like, wow,
what a huge perk! What a wonderful addition to my life.
Bubbly water.
And then in my 30s, I'm like, I have it figured out. You really got to be a value add. You got to be better than me just hanging out with my friends.
Yeah. I read an interview with one of the chicks from Desperate Housewives. The Latina one. I forget her name, but she was
I've never seen any of them, but keep going.
Okay, but she was like, I'm rich, but a guy still's got to pay. Like, fuck that. Just like, you got to like bring something to the table financially.
What do you think about that?
In 20s, like maybe no, but at 30s or something, I was like, I get it. It's like add to my life. Do something or be way interesting.
Well, that for sure, like definitely make me laugh, be way interesting.
Yeah.
But there is still something nice, as much as I'm like a feminist, there is something nice about just like feeling a little taken care of. Because also women, probably Jewish women, Latina women, Italian, Black women do so much caretaking.
Yeah.
That like, oh, if you can take care of me a little bit, then it actually feels more equal.
Right. Yeah, it's like there's this fight between like, that seems like a gender norm versus like, who cares? Maybe
we're just like providing for each other, and I provide for you in so many ways, and you provide for me in this one actually like more linear way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too.
I dated a chick once, and she had like, she came from money, like her dad was whatever, and I was broke in LA. Never done anything and making no money, temping, and then she was like, hey, we can just go to Blockbuster and get a movie, but like you got to pay for it. Like we could do less, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, all right, that makes sense. But she was cool with just
doing less.
Microwave popcorn and $2 Blockbuster.
These days, that's like my favorite thing to do. Yeah. Oh, just popcorn. I don't even need to watch anything. Just give me a hot bowl of popcorn.
Nice.
So I met up with my dad.
Yeah.
And he had like a plan. Like we were going to go to this island for 2 days and this island for 2 days. We did go to the island of Crete. Yeah. And I was told there, my dad's like just a lay on the beach and like fall asleep person.
Yeah. That's the oldest island?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. Is it?
I don't know. Largest island.
It's definitely the largest. And it has this... basically they have like a giant hike, like a 6-hour hike in a giant valley, and I like looked it up on like Lonely Planet, and I saw pictures of a waterfall at the end, and I am so into a waterfall, like I'll do anything for a waterfall. Yeah. And so my dad didn't want to come because he's just a sleep on the beach person.
Okay.
And then I
God damn, this looks nice. I thought Crete would be like the lame, like Honolulu.
It is. It's not like super touristy, but it is very, from what I experienced, like it is a city. Like it's a very functioning city. People live there year round. Where it's just like on a lot of the smaller islands, people are just there for the summers and then go to Athens or something for the winter to
You've been to
work.
Athens?
I have.
God, it rules.
Yeah, Athens is amazing. So I go on this I like leave at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Get on a bus. I'm the first one on the bus. I fall asleep at the very back of the bus, because like that's like a long bench seat on like these tourist bench, and I wake up like an hour later and the bus is full. Like I'm being asked to move. It was so trippy.
It's just like what happened? What happened?
Yeah, what happened? And how long have I been asleep for? And where are we? And then we get to this place.
Did you feel safe as a solo woman?
I did.
Solo bro?
Yeah, I think maybe because it was like early in the morning. There were so many people, so many different kinds of people, different ages and ethnicities, and so it didn't cross my mind.
Cool.
And so then I find out that this hike isn't like 3 hours; it's actually 6 hours. I'm not equipped. I'm wearing like my bikini, like with shorts. Like it's not a. And I didn't like think about the entertainment I would need for 6 hours of walking by myself. And I tried to like make small talk with people along the way, but everyone was kind of going on their own paths. And I was like, it's going to be great because at the end of this, there's going to be a waterfall. Ugh, whatever it takes. I'll just keep going because there's going to be a waterfall and you're going to get in water and it doesn't matter how much your feet hurt. And it's like all rocky too. It's like not a path. And, and then I see signs for like, a food like shop, like a little car pop-up little thing, and they have like beer and orange juice, and so I like get an orange juice and I'm like, that's weird to have a shop on the way to a waterfall. And then I keep walking and then I'm just like in a town and I realize that there's no waterfall, that I looked at pictures for a totally different place. Like Lonely Island is not to be trusted. Lonely Planet. Lonely Island is breaking news here.
Also not great. Yeah, not factual advice from Lonely Island.
But like
what, really?
Lonely Planet showed me different photos of a different place and there was never a waterfall, and I did this long ass lonely. I was the Lonely Planet. I was so lonely on this hike by myself for hours and hours. And I'm not a person like, there are some people that like go for jogs without headphones or a podcast or an audiobook. I'm not that person.
Damn.
And anyway,
you missed this.
I know. I could have been standing underneath that. Like
you just went.
You just like
hike?
Zoom in, and there's just like a little. But yes, so I just went on like a huge ass hike by myself for no reason, and drove hours there and hours back, and was in pain in a bathing suit, like just terrible. So anyway, I'm sure with a different mindset, I could have enjoyed it more.
Well, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to be like to rearrange in your head what you wanted.
Yes, the expectations, adjusting the expectations was hard.
If they were like, hey, this is a cool hike to a small town.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, wear socks.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, that was my little Crete experience. And then kind of when we were around on some island, I found I started like really understanding what the refugee crisis was that was happening there. So
in Greece?
In Greece. So there's a Syrian war where the government is attacking its people.
Okay.
So all of these families, I mean like hundreds of thousands of people are fleeing Syria.
How do you so you know about this. There's just some words I never quite wrap my head around. So like is it just a decision like, hey, we gotta get out of here, pack your shit and let's go? A
refugee is specifically a person fleeing war, but you can be like a religiously prosecuted refugee. It's a person fleeing for their safety, I should say.
Right. So it's not like you're not kicked out. Like
no.
you're like talking to your wife or husband and the kids are like, hey,
we're not safe here.
This is getting worse. Let's go.
Yes.
But we don't have any money, so
it's very dangerous to leave, but it's more dangerous to stay.
Wow. Okay. Or if like your home was blown up, probably helps the decision.
Yeah, or if like the people around you are getting assassinated by the government, or your kid can't go to school anymore because there's It's around the time, I don't know if you remember this, but there was like an image that's burned in my head of this little boy that washed ashore. Ooh. This is sad.
No.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, we're going to talk about refugees.
Yeah, it's okay.
So this is, and then
don't keep talking. It's okay.
Okay.
It's gonna, Ooh, that's gonna be it. Ugh.
Yeah. So there was like a picture of like his body, on the shore, and this is in Greece. People were.
That was in Greece.
Oh, this was in Turkey. So, what people were doing was traveling from Syria to Turkey and then crossing the Aegean Sea to get to Greece. That's the photo I saw.
Damn.
Yeah. And that photo just like fucked me up so hard, and I was like, oh, I don't think I can.
Just didn't fell off and just drowned.
Well, so
Wow.
yeah, they're traveling on these tiny little rafts.
Yeah.
With like what are they called? Mules?
Coyotes? Somebody take
Coyotes?
them across?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But they're like coyotes in Turkey.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what they're called.
And they put them on these little like inflatable things with a motor engine, and then they leave their rafts on the other side, and eventually people come on to Greece and like pick up all the motors on the boats and I think take them back or sell them for parts, or I don't know what happens to them.
Yeah. Hey guys. Today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Shopify.com. 2026 is going to be the year that you launch your business, the year you stop putting off, and actually get something done. Yeah. New Year's resolutions are all about getting new shit done, and why not start your business today? And your online business should be done with Shopify. It's the #1 platform for handling your online sales, setting up your platform, talking to your customers, even building your website. They'll help you build beautiful websites. They help me build mine. To perfectly. You ever feel like you're getting stalked by a puma? Whatever your business, why not start it in 2026? Putting it off, you guys, for real. My dream is to sell, and I'm trying to at AriShaffir.com, a site built by Shopify. It's to sell used New Year's resolutions. Yeah, have you not used your resolutions for the last few years? Well, sell them to me, and I'll buy them at low prices and sell them back at high prices to customers who want something to accomplish this year. #1, starting your online business with Shopify. #2, shitting out in nature. Accomplished already. I got one done this year, quite early. I'm sorry, quite late. Right at the end. Right at the end. So that's not for sale. But tons of more are for sale. Reading 2 books. Testing yourself for autism. Shitting in a river. Telling your mom how you really feel about her. Telling your dad how you really feel about him. Telling your brother how you really feel about him. Telling your half-sister how you really feel about her. Oh, all these resolutions and more at AriShaffir.com. And Shopify helped me get it to you. Oh, did you have run more? Oh, yeah. We got plenty of those at AriShaffir.com. How about work out once a fucking week? Yeah, at AriShaffir.com. We got them. We got them at a discount. Stop putting off today what you can do tomorrow. And Shopify will help you get there. In 2026, stop waiting and start selling at Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month free trial. $1 per month trial. $1 per month, guys. You can't... listen, okay, honestly, you could do better than that, but it's going to be very hard to beat $1 per month. It's going to have to be like 99 cents. And then where are they going to be? They're going to be out of business, and then they won't even help you. $1 per month. Let's leave it there. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at Shopify.com/trippin. Go to Shopify.com/trippin. That's Shopify.com/trippin. Here you're first. This new year with Shopify by your side. Now let's get back to the episode. Oh, I gotta stretch more every morning. I have it for sale at AriShaffir.com. I'm gonna knock it me on my cell phone when I take my dog out for a walk. Remember that one? I did that one January 1st. Bye.
Yeah, and then also like to your point about poverty, like they seem poor, but like right now, if you had to leave,
I'd be poor suddenly.
You would suddenly be poor because you would not have access to your bank.
Yeah.
That's true for all of us.
Uh-huh. It's weird that like you just assume you're like, you guys are like the homeless people that we already have here. And then a little talking, you're like, what's it saying? If not for there goes I. If not
I
for
don't know that one.
the grace of God, there goes I.
Okay, continue.
Same shit. Like you can get into the same shit. That's what I do with drugs
yes.
sometimes. When I'm on mushrooms and I'll see like a meth head, I'm like, I just caught a different drug. I got kind of lucky. My friends showed me weed instead of meth.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I think about that all the time. There is no difference between me and a homeless person, honestly.
Yeah.
Like maybe my chemical disposition in some ways, the way my neural pathway is formed as opposed to somebody else's.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like a little, but it's just like the nurture you're talking about before we started.
Yeah.
It's like someone just didn't watch them or something.
Or they did, and they have such mental illness. I have a friend now who's dealing with borderline personality disorder, and she is not borderline, I'm sorry, bipolar.
Yeah.
And she has basically burned every bridge in her life to the point where even her parents are like, we cannot have her here.
Wow.
And because we live in such a fucked up medical institution country, or, because our country provides no actual free healthcare that's accessible. She's like on a long wait to see a psychiatrist. It's so hard to even get her to see a psychiatrist because she's sick, all that kind of stuff. So yes, it's like are you sick enough to end up that way, or are you privileged enough? Or like there's so many variables. But yes, I'm constantly thinking about the hand I was dealt.
Yeah, and then you talk to them, and it's like, I think there's this like negative. We gotta get back to the travel stuff.
Okay, no worries.
This is negative of like, well, you're privileged of this, and it's like, it's not a negative, it's a positive. It's like, that's
lucky.
sweet. Yeah, that's awesome.
I wish for everyone to have more privilege.
There you go. Yeah. Except Latinos.
Okay.
If I could just end it right there. We gotta have someone to fucking push down.
Yeah. You wanted to talk more about that?
I don't know.
Racism?
Or maybe Turjoks. Yeah.
Yeah. Pick someone less of the population at least.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. Just Ecuadorians, specific. Anyway. So, okay, so what do you see there?
So I'm just like getting the news in a different way, and I'm realizing that like kind of everywhere in the world is more educated about everywhere in the world except for Americans. Like we are so centric on our own country. We really only know what's happening in other states. Never actually do we read about world news. I mean, now people are really paying attention to the Middle East, but like shit's been going on for a long time over there, and nobody has known anything.
I love these new experts.
They're
brand new experts. I'm like, you just got into this 2 weeks ago.
I know. There have been times where I've tried to talk to people about Israel-Palestine for so long, and people are like, I just don't know enough. And I'm like, well, that's a great answer, actually.
That is a good answer.
I love that answer. Yeah. So anyway, I start like basically looking up ways to be like, can I volunteer? Can I, like, I don't know, drive somebody somewhere?
Because
can I
you
raise
saw this
money?
image?
Because I saw that image, and then I started doing more research, and I saw young volunteers handing food to people on trains, and the trains also. I mean, talk about epigenetics. Like, I'm also a Jew, and I saw.
What was that word?
Epigenetics. It's like the information in our genes, like our anxiety is an epigenetic factor. It's like our grandmother had this fear around famine, and it was passed down to our mom, and it's passed down to us, and for some reason I need to always, if you're hungry, that really affects me.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm sure there's a better definition for it. In fact, we should pull it up.
Okay.
But yeah, so I saw this image of like a woman handing people food on a train, and I was like, maybe I could do that. Like, I don't know what I could do.
Cells control gene activity without changing the DNA sequence. I don't know. That's how you're using it. English language is pretty open. You can change meanings whenever you want.
But now then, like, type in Jews.
This is just like racial. Yeah, this is just like racial characteristics.
Yeah, this is nothing. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I've just been using the word genes.
Jews get lost a lot. Yeah. So it's
how
great
did
to
they
use a
get
word
through the
big enough
desert?
that no one can correct you. Like,
except for everyone in your comments.
Yeah.
Who now has access to the internet while they're listening to this.
Oh yeah.
And new
you're
experts.
Literally wrong about everything.
Hashtag new experts. That's going to be the theme of this podcast. Anyway, so
you're seeing people doing something about it.
Yeah, like just on the news, and I'm like, I would really like to be one of those people because this feels so painful. And our last stop on our trip is Athens.
Okay.
And I find out about a volunteer meeting in a city in Athens called Exarchia. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong too. And we took mostly boats to Crete to that's not how they went. They went from Syria to Turkey, and then Turkey
overland
to an island called Lesvos. Lesvos.
Okay.
Lesvos. Yeah.
And that's where whatever was invented? Scissoring?
Pretty sure. So
Yeah.
see how they start off in Syria. They
through
travel
Turkey.
all the way through Turkey with like they've already spent. I mean, any cash they have, they've like spent on that
Yeah.
commute. And then
And
if
this
they
kid
have
washed up like here.
no on like I think he was
here?
on the Turkish shore. Yeah. So probably on that sea if you want to zoom in there.
God damn.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Okay. And they got to get out of Turkey and into the EU.
Yes, and then once they land in Lesbos, there were all of these like the UNHCR and other refugee aid programs that would help them with their paperwork, and then they would go onto a giant ship that would take them to Athens, and then through Athens they would work their way through Europe once they were on the mainland.
Okay.
So anyway, I was like, I got to do something about it. So I went to this meeting. It was all Greek. That's where the expression comes from. Didn't understand a thing they were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, also Exarchia is a really cool neighborhood in Athens. That's a wonderful place to go check out because it's kind of like the punk rock grunge.
Yeah, it's very. I mean,
like
to make it
super
lighter.
graffiti.
Yeah. What's the word for the? It's not punk. It's fucking fuck. It's like the anti people.
Anarchist.
Anarchist. It's
Yeah.
very anarchist.
Yes, I think that is maybe the exact perfect word for
Yeah.
it.
What neighborhood?
Exarchia?
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, look, graffiti's everywhere.
Oh, fucking loved it. It was so...
I had an extra joint on me when I left, and I
Yeah.
just saw some like, I mean, more or less gypsy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I was on a balcony, and I was like, hey, I was like, ¿Quieres bota? And he's like, yeah. And
You
I
said it
was-
in Spanish?
I think I said it in Spanish. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. I just go to Spanish when I'm anywhere but America. I've spoken like Spanish to so many Asians around here. But he was like, yeah, for sure. And then I was just threw it down to him. Just punkers. It's great.
It was very cool. So it makes sense that that's where the meeting was.
Okay.
And there I met a British photojournalist and his friend who was an Egyptian guy but living in London, so he spoke Arabic, and I would just like get drunk with these people and like brainstorm and be like, should we fundraise and get a bus, like what should we do? And at that point I had been like on TV a little bit, and I had a little bit of a following, and I was like, yeah, I think the best thing I could do is give them money, like try to raise money. That's probably the best thing, like a lot of us.
Well, you have a reach.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a reach.
Yeah, so it's like get the word out to some people.
Yeah. And also educate Americans on how uneducated we are. Like, yes, there is this thing that you should be paying attention to, but also be paying attention to all of the things that the news isn't saying to you.
It's weird. We scanned over the word like refugee, and once it just like summed it up into. It's like when you hear drugs and you're like, no, that's weed and meth are different things. But like refugee and immigrant are like, they're not exactly the same. Refugee means
They're
like
not at
you're
all.
running away from something.
Yeah, immigration and emigration are different. It's like it does say that like they're an other.
They're an other, yeah. So we don't have to look at them.
Yeah, they're an other. You don't have to worry about it. They're just the poor people. You don't really have to interact with them.
It's uncomfortable too, also
Is
to
it?
examine like suffering. It's
Yeah.
like let's just get back to District 1.
But isn't there something also about like experiencing people in different places in their lives, in their suffering, that makes you look at the hand you were dealt and not take it for granted?
Yeah, for sure. That's a cool thing about traveling too, is like you see casual poverty or whatever, and you're like, not in the moment, but sometimes in the moment, you're just like, damn, my place is nice. I thought I had a shitty apartment.
Yeah,
but
I think
it's
about
actually
that
great.
every time I lay in bed, every time I get into my cozy bed with my big fluffy down comforter, I am like, and then I think about every person who doesn't have a bed,
Yeah.
who's just figuring out what to sleep. You know what I have never heard anybody talk about, but I think is really, really fucked up, is, well, because we've talked about homelessness a lot now, before this, we started recording even. And there's like, with homelessness, people talk about you have to feed the homeless.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you feed the homeless. No one ever talks about sleep. Like,
Fuck the homeless, you're saying.
well, no, sleep. Like
Sleep with
help,
the homeless.
help people who
You're
don't.
saying have sex with homeless people.
I'm saying sleep with homeless people. No one
I'm
ever
trying to
talks
hear you
about
right.
like the other needs of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
unhoused people. No, I'm saying if you don't eat for a day, it's fucked up. But like you get a good night's sleep, you're okay the next day. You can be okay.
Yeah.
You can be okay. It's not easy. But you don't sleep the whole night.
Yeah.
You are not an okay person the next day.
Yeah.
You don't sleep for 2 nights.
You're hallucinating.
Or yeah, you're hallucinating. You're a crazy person. You don't sleep for 3 nights. You're like basically dead.
Yeah.
Then you just fall asleep on the side of the
don't talk about
road.
it.
Then you're just on the side of the road. And it's like, but then we're like putting up everything we can to make sure that homeless people don't sleep places.
Yeah, it's like,
We're taking that away from them and then we're sending them to jail to sleep.
I don't vote, but it does seem interesting that no politician is ever talking about the homeless crisis in America, in every fucking city.
You don't vote?
Let's talk about this place.
Okay, so this place.
So you went to Lesbos.
I
so what are
did.
you planning on doing there?
I had no idea. I
Just
didn't
let
know
me
anybody.
find some refugees and help them?
I somehow got in touch with this nurse on the island. I don't even remember how. I mean, I was messaging everybody.
Yeah.
I was.
What's your dad doing at this point?
Oh, my dad went back home. I didn't tell him that I was going. It was like the end of our trip. I was like, hey, I'm just going to stick around Athens for a bit. You go home. Because I couldn't tell him I was going to do this. Also, you know, my dad is like basically a racist. I love him. But like if I was like, hey, I'm going to go help these Arabs. And he would be like, but you know they hate you, right? Like, do you know they wouldn't do this for you, right? Which now that I have like so many wonderful Muslim and Arab friends, I know that they would do that for me.
Yeah. Ever
But-
see Lone Survivor?
No, what's that?
Some war movie with Marky Mark. But this guy's running away from the Taliban, this soldier, and then runs into a town, and they're like, well, we're supposed to take care of you. You're a traveler. And so like Taliban beat it. He's our fucking ward.
Wow.
Yeah, which is not the main story they tell you. They wouldn't do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and also that kind of thinking of like they wouldn't do it for you is
Not helpful.
what continues to separate us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I was out there with my friend who spoke Arabic, my new friend and that was like, he was an incredible translator, and we basically just drove people from the shore to hospitals, or
What do you mean? You just got a car and just
we just rented a car. Yeah, there was so much walking that they had to do, and they were
Were they
just
being
getting out of the
processed?
ocean. We were driving them to processing centers, or just like honestly picking them up from the beach, and it's like a 2-mile walk.
Wait, what do you mean? They would like get in a from a raft onto the water? Or they would
Yes.
just be sitting there?
They would take a raft.
You
that
would
they were
see them coming
terrified.
in?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and because there's also the Coast Guard out there that was stopping them, a lot of people would go at night or super early in the morning. So we would be waiting out there with binoculars, seeing if we could see a little raft and trying to predict where they would land so that we could greet them
Yeah.
with like, you know, emergency blankets, or just walk them onto shore, or like help them off.
Yeah.
Elderly people, injured people, kids, so many kids.
What was the law like about them landing there?
I
in
mean,
Greece?
Lesbos knew, but I think the Coast Guard had different laws. Like the Coast Guard's job was to send them back.
To not let them get ashore.
Yes, but I think once they were ashore, because there were so many processing centers, there was so much,
Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't even fully call it refugee aid. I don't know what it was,
Yeah.
but there were so many nonprofits set up there that were helping people. So yeah, we would just put them in our car, and you know, if there was like families or injured people, we would just try to drive them somewhere. And then there we could like there were places where I could just volunteer to like help give other people food, or we had dry shoes for people. That
How
was
did
a
you
big
find
thing.
these people? To like, not the people, the voluntary places.
Oh, I would just walk up to them and be like, do you need an extra hand?
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were all receptive?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, can you make an extra sandwich? You know.
Wow.
And there were a lot of English speaking people, a lot of people from like Amsterdam or the UK.
How were the Greeks there?
They, I'm sure, were really frustrated with like their beautiful little Mamma Mia island tripling in population, and 2,000 to
Yeah.
3,000 people landing every day.
Yeah, imagine this with like beach chairs and stuff like that, and then it's like 2,000 to 3,000 people landing every day.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
like if you go to that second picture, that's like, it's basically, I don't know, like in LA, it's like the Grove. It's like,
Damn.
or
that's
like
nice.
it's gorgeous. That's like a little town village, and then there are people who are just sitting there and waiting to be admitted onto this boat that takes them to Athens.
What wow. I
And-
got questions about it. So
Yeah.
what were the people when they were washing ashore like? So you spoke through your friend?
Yeah,
Arabic?
I mean, yeah, my friend did a lot of the did all the translating.
Yeah.
There were some people that spoke English.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
educated.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were like, people that were lawyers and doctors. A lot of young people spoke English because they watched like American movies and TV and stuff.
Yeah, we went to small towns in Israel, and every like 9-year-old spoke fluent English,
Yeah.
and the adults couldn't say hello.
Yeah.
How long did you stay here for?
I was there for about like 2.5 weeks, maybe
Whoa.
something like that. I don't.
Where would you
I don't
stay?
remember. I stayed at like the cheapest hotel I could find. That was like $40 a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I shared it with my friend, and he had to leave early. So then I can't remember because again it was so long ago, but I think he had to leave before me, and so I ended up just like not going back to the beach because it was like kind of on the other part of town, and going to the refugee camps. So I would go to the
Yeah.
grocery store and like get a bunch of things to make sandwiches, and then go to the refugee camps and pass out like fruits and sandwiches. And there's so many kids there.
Did you have any like trouble, like thinking about your position in the world versus theirs? Like, was there? I mean, like, was there any like, let's just give them all my money?
Just give them all my money.
Yeah. Did you have any like part of you was like, what? I'm gonna go back to America to my nice house.
Well, what I thought I would do first is like make like a video journal for myself, and I ended up documenting it as like a little mini documentary that I used as a fundraising tool. And then I was able to raise money for buses, which was like the original idea, and then enough to like one of the places that I ended up I like formed this kind of, it wasn't a nonprofit, but it was just like a fundraising tool called Can't Do Nothing. And it would help people share their time, their money, or their voice specifically for the refugee crisis. And one of the places is like this school in Jordan. So a bunch of refugees ended up going to Jordan.
Okay.
And at the time, Syrian refugee kids couldn't go to the Jordanian public schools. So we like fundraised for like to build a school there for refugee kids.
Oh, that's good.
And different things like that
Yeah.
we were able to help out
Remember
with.
that part in Schindler's List where he's
No.
like, I could have sold a car, I could have done more, and he did a lot,
Yeah.
But he was like that overwhelming, like, I gotta like, humans being killed, I gotta do something. I should have done more.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Did
I
you have
definitely
any of
like,
that?
yeah, I talked to my therapist about that a lot because I have, like thrown myself under I was definitely like, I tried to like start a company. I like made it made it a whole thing. I like trademarked it and got lawyers and
Yeah.
like hired a team. I invested a lot into it. I also at one point had like a refugee come live with me, which was like a really bad situation. And that was kind of when I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to be putting maybe I could have some boundaries around this.
Right? Yeah, you gotta, or you'll burn out.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I do think I burned out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you decide to leave?
I had to leave. I think I had to go to work.
Yeah.
But it did become like my passion for, I think maybe like 2 years afterwards.
Just refugees all over, or here specifically, or Syrian?
Specifically like Syrian refugee advocacy work.
I remember kind of half reading something about you with it, and it was like, like headline reading when like making a story in your head. And I thought it was like, I might be getting you mixed up with the chick from that 70s show too, because it's like passing reads, I thought it was like somewhere where you were from, and like, so you were connected to it in a way.
Oh
But this
yeah,
is
Mila
not at
Kunis
all.
was doing work for Ukraine. That's
Yeah.
where she's from, and she did like raise $30 million or something.
And then you were just like unrelated to these people.
Yeah.
Just saw some bad.
Yeah, and we're like you said, we just gotta pick something and do something about it.
Yeah.
Like I could have picked any, and that's what people gave me shit for. They're like, well, there's so many unhoused people here. Like, you could be doing something about that. And I was like, I could, but does it matter? Like, I'm doing something for somebody.
No, that's annoying. That's like, get the fuck out of here.
Just pick a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the alternative?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I totally burned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks of just.
Not being there burned me out. Being there was actually quite energizing for me, and I wish I had stayed longer. Doing the work afterwards, like all of the fucking legal work and fundraising and schmoozing and all that stuff, was burning me out.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like an in-person person.
Yeah. Do these people, when they landed, do they trust you?
Yeah.
They did.
I think so.
Did they feel like I
they got in my car.
I got where I'm going?
I think
Sweet.
they felt very grateful to not have drowned.
Wow. That kid's fucking horrifying.
Yeah. And they all saw that image too. They all have smartphones. Like, they all knew what was possible for them.
Yeah, that's what you realize about these. You're like, you picture Refugee, and you're like, you get an image in your head, and you're like, they're talking to their mom. Mm-hmm. And you're like, what? Mm-hmm. And you're like, yeah, I mean, you try to get on the Wi-Fi and you call your mom on your smartphone.
They were a lawyer in their previous country. They just don't speak the language here. That's one of the things. When we moved here, my dad moved back to Moscow because he's like such a people person. And when you don't speak the language, people will never know how smart or funny you are, how charismatic you are. Like, I can't, even though I speak Russian like pretty fluently, I can have a conversation. I can't be super smart or super funny or super charismatic in Russian. I just sound a little dumb.
Right. They're like, your grammar's off. You're uneducated. And you're like, well, just here.
Or I don't have like the vocabulary,
Louis had a joke about dating a French lady. Mm-hmm. And then she was like part of like the academia. And so she had all these really smart like professor friends and like writers and stuff like that. But their English was pretty basic. So he was like, we were just like second graders talking to like the professor, like the head of whatever research at like the Sorbonne, and they're like, my day is good. How your day also is good?
Yeah, exactly.
And he was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you eat while you were here?
Oh my God, like the best cheese and like puff pastries and I don't remember.
What a weird place. What a weird way to go to Greece.
Yeah. But after that, I was like, oh, I want every trip to be one that has purpose. Like, I want to go somewhere, have an experience with nature, bond with my family or friends, and do something valuable. Do something that is actually contributing something. Yeah. Because it does feed me a lot.
Did you go to any of the Black Lives Matter rallies?
Have I?
Yeah. Did you go to any of them?
You mean when they were like happening in 2020?
When they were really kicking off, yeah.
No, I had like twisted my ankle and I couldn't walk during those times.
Went to one, and then it was like co-opted by an environmental one.
I didn't know that.
I was like, I don't want to go to a real one. But anyway, just seeing them, it was like, this is cool. This feels good. Yeah. To just be out there like chanting for something.
That felt good to you?
Yeah, or a fucking anonymous march or something like that. It just feels good to take a part in something. This kind of shit. Yeah. But this is higher level. But like working at a soup kitchen is like.
Yes, working at a soup kitchen is a thing that I sometimes do to like fix my soul.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. If I have like an icky something, I'm like, let's just remember what matters. It's people. Yeah. Sorry, this podcast is not funny at all.
Yeah, it's somewhat funny.
We were like way funnier when we were getting coffee.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. What do you got to promote? Anything?
Yeah, I'm in this movie in Tribeca right now called Bad Shabbos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I think you
Is
would.
Is it a good Shabbos?
It's like yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's like it's got a lot of Jewish comedy, but
I
think
it's at the film festival.
It's at the film festival right now. See it. Oh yeah, it's playing tonight, I think.
Okay.
And then. Yeah, I got a couple acting things come out. Just follow me on Instagram at Mint Milana.
Mint Milana?
Yeah, like Mint Milano cookies, but Mint Milana.
Okay. Oh, that's smart. Great play on words. Love a good play on words. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mint Milana.
Do you want to hold hands again?
Yeah. Well, I just wiped my eye. I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
Well, that's the episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. That's yeah, that is an interesting type of travel. There's all these different types of travel I figured out. Well, I guess it's my theory. It's now a new one, philanthropic travel. So it's like going somewhere to help people. Actually, Steve Simone should come on this podcast. How shaky is that? Because left hand. Is that better? Yeah, maybe. Because he went to Haiti for USO right after it was right after there was a tsunami or a hurricane or some shit. And I remember him going, like, how was he? He goes, dude, the smell of death was everywhere. You couldn't escape it. They were piling up bodies in the sand. It was one of the most horrific scenes I've ever seen. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. How was the weather? He goes, oh, beautiful every day. 75 and sunny for sure. Anyway, Milana, same thing. And what a unabashed, great way, no critique way to see a place. I mean, you'd have to be nuts to. Ooh, what's in that cave? Is that puma? It seems like a fucking puma cave, doesn't it? Yeah, non-critique way of just helping people. It's just like see the call and just be like, I want to help people. And that's why our website is onlyphilanthropy.com. Check her out on Instagram. If you like the episode, make sure to go tell her on Instagram. Mint Milana, MINTMILANA. Man, what an interesting way to see Greece. I mean, so much different than getting a bunch of Saganaki. The way I did it, following Stavros' Rex and just eating Saganaki and trying to find the elusive Saganaki with lamb topping. Well, that's it, everybody. Till next week. Next week's episode, who do we got? Rolf Potts, episode 99, the final episode of next year. This will be a redo from the Skeptic Tank. They always say at YMH, they say that the weekend between Christmas and New Year's is a dead week. And I was like, all right, well, if it's a dead week, I don't know. Last year I just did the Trippy Award nominations. This year the nominations are already in. Look at this. It's like a salt. Can you see it? It's a salt river. So this year I'm going to start redoing. I took down all the Skeptic episodes. They're gone. Maybe I'll put them up on somewhere. I don't know, but they're gone. I don't know. Oh, whatever. Not to go into why. Oops, somebody's coming. Let me get out of the way. This is odd. How would anybody be coming down here? It's weird. Well, I just got told off. The thing with wild camping is if you start, oh, this is right to the sun. If you start well after right before the sun goes down, you can just camp anywhere the fuck you want. No one's around until the morning when a couple actually decent looking chicks tell you that you can't camp there. Look at this though. I wish I could show you that. It's like a salt river. I tasted it. Thank you to Alan Caffey for editing today's episode. He's a tremendous editor. Thank you, Niana, for helping look at all the stuff that we can't put in. And YMH for producing it. So next week, Rolf Potts. All Over Paris. That's one you definitely want to watch. Subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. I mean, definitely want to watch. We filmed it all over the city of Paris, different places, Luxembourg Gardens, in front of the Louvre, on the bridge over the River Seine with the fucking Eiffel Tower in the backdrop. We just kept going to different spots and talking about a little bit about Paris, but mostly about the idea of travel in general for his new book, The Vagabond's Way, his follow-up, his spiritual follow-up to vagabonding. All right, that's it, everybody. Please subscribe or watch wherever you're listening. And don't forget to vote for the Trippy Awards. Did you fucking put your vote in yet? Best picks. Ethan McKenzie, Joe and Sarah, Giulio Gallerati, Kevin and H. Foley, Sam Talent, Schultz, and Tom Rhodes. I'm taking Schultz off that. He didn't have the best pictures, actually. I'm taking him off. Because these nominations, plus if you fucking vote on the comments, I might add another one. I don't remember everything. I smoke a lot of weed. I don't remember everything. If you have one that you remember, put it in the comments. Best guest, Hamilton Morris. Oh, pretty much figuring out where fentanyl came from. Ari Maddie, Steph Tolev, Bert Kreischer, Paul Verzi, Tom Segura, and Harlan Williams for best guest. Best trip, which is like, what I'm on is probably the best trip. I've said this before, but I'm very boring on podcasts, so it wouldn't be the best episode, but should be the best trip. List and Sarah for visiting me in Ecuador. Kevin Foley and H. Ryan. Route 66. Bert Kreischer, Vietnam. Mike Vecchione, 6 months in Aruba. Jim Norton going to Brazil with Patrice, Barbara Kelly. Joe DeRosa, China. Harlan Williams, Africa. Small-brained American Connor McBee, Myanmar. Worst trip, Chris O'Connor, Switzerland, Heidelberg, Spain. Most surprising, Andrew Schultz, Burning Man. What? You're a Burning Man guy? That's crazy. Tucker Carlson, the UAE, and not talking about politics at all. What? Tucker Carlson? How? Ari, what? You got Tucker Carlson not to talk about politics for a whole hour? How? Well, I make the world that I want to make. You guys all say, like, I fucking hate what he says. Well, I made him say something beautiful. Non-political. Politics blows. Politics blows. What are you even doing right here? Tom Segura getting, actually fucking. I didn't know he was a fucker. Carmen Lynch doing fucking hardcore ayahuasca drugs in the jungle of Peru. Steph Tolev knowing how to Scottish dance. And, let me show you this fucking salt flat here. And, Kunka chicks. And Chad Wallen going to Ghana. I thought he was just a YMH employee, but he's a fucking, I don't know how to say it. Dumbest move, Segura, fucking with no condom twice. H. Foley shitting himself. Mark Gagnon lipping off to a UAE cop. Joe List drinking warm tea. Boiling, Joe. It's got to be boiling. Told you that. And Jesus scammed into helping. Oh, Jordan Jensen scammed into helping fucking build up fake. Look at this. It's all salt flats here. It's like a salt flat river. You see it now? I mean, I'm definitely not allowed to be here. Those hot fucking, what's it called, chicks are going to have a problem with me. What are these tracks? In Kunka, right? Sexual adventurer, Jim Norton, the Brazilian hookers. Dragos, upskirts in Tokyo. Tom Segura, fucking the German backpacker guy. And Emma Woman getting pink eye from a chick in Netherlands. The drugs, the Trippy. Andy Haynes, fake mushrooms in, where was that? Fake mushrooms in Belize. Carmen Lynch, the ayahuasca in the jungle, for sure. Hamilton Morris, just the drug labs in general of China. Me, snorting Ritalin in Thailand. I forgot that was this year's episode. And Danny Brown getting a fucking delivery of drugs in Barcelona at his hotel. Best meal, Mike Corey eating gator in the jungle. Paul Verzi eating a meal across from the Parthenon. As an Italian, I mean, that's like the dream. And help with any other ones. Best meals, most interesting meals. Last year's winner, I think, was Rolf Potts for eating in a monastery on top of a mountain in Syria or Afghanistan. Most adventurous, Small Brain American, Myanmar. Tom Rhodes, Mongolia. Harlan Williams, Africa. Chad Wallen, Ghana. Giulio Gallerati, Afghanistan. Mike Corey, Congo. Carmen Lynch, Peruvian jungle. And least adventurous, Tim Dillon. I got to cut some of these. I can't give all of these as Trippy nominees. Tim Dillon, Posh London, Chris O'Connor, Switzerland, not leaving his fucking hotel room. Biggest piece of shit. Oh, I forgot one before. It's Graham K. It's pretty much selling arms to terrorists. Jason Ellis being a fucking complete arse in Germany. Giannis Papa sick in a fucking tiger, live tiger, or lion, in front on his fringe. And Joe DeRosa, just a real piece of shit in general. The biggest piece of shits ever. Following some guy into the woods. Luis Gomez, I forgot about him. Luis fucking Gomez. Making his son jump off the fucking rocks into a fucking choppy waters. I mean, what a piece of shit. Piece of shit. The piece of shit awards is not going anywhere. It's got to be. It's got to be. I mean, if we had to say what's got to stay, what's got to go. Biggest piece of shit. Best episode / best guest. Dumbest move. Sexual adventurer. Drugs. And then here, I like this one. The Makes You Want to Go award. Liz and Sarah visiting me in Ecuador. It makes Ecuador seem so cool. Me and Paul Morrissey having our 2 trips, 2 new countries a year contest that we did in Switzerland. Harley Williams, Africa. Does make me want to go do a one of those. One of those, what's it called? Safaris. Julia Gallerati, Afghanistan. Seems like a cool fucking place, actually. Tom Rhodes, Mongolia. I mean, I want to go. Bert Kreischer, Vietnam. Damn, I want to do that. The way he did it on the fucking motorcycle, just out there by himself. Oh, small brand American, Myanmar. Yeah, it reminds me. And Ethan McKenzie, Guatemala. I mean, it reminded me of me and his trip to Guatemala. So it's like, it may be like reminiscent. I don't know. Best travel buddy. I need your help for that one. Please comment. Most dangerous. Please comment. I need your help for that one. Most disgusting. Should this be one? Adam Rowe for stepping over puddles of urine and dry days in India. Joe List, the tour of gas stations in Ecuador. Bert Kreischer cleaning out ears in Vietnam. H. Foley shitting himself. That's it. Thanks again, Mint Milana. Go text her on Instagram and go visit her website, Only Philanthropy, and give a little bit yourself. If she can do all that and really help refugees getting off the boat, trying to get medical care and shelter, and why can't you? I know why I can. I'm a piece of shit. I should have a nomination for biggest piece of shit. Anyway, that's the episode, everybody. Thank you very much. Until next week, please subscribe. I'm Ari Shaffir saying, get out there and travel. You say, I don't know how to say goodbye. And I forgot. I did know once in Greek. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.